I'm Andrew of Linebox Studio. We're an Ottawa, Toronto-based architecture firm. We specialize in modern contemporary infills in downtown core areas and outlying more urban than rural. A lot of our stuff is more contemporary, progressive design, and we mostly do custom residential homes, and we reach out to very select builders and developers that we choose to be a part of. So we've been around for some time now, and we've kind of established ourselves as that kind of a firm that specializes mostly in interesting and progressive residential work. The challenge with designing a home that will later on be sold is you have to kind of come up with your own narrative and your own story about how and what the people would be that would live there. And for us, we're very much in tune, and we're very much inspired by designing homes that are a reflection of the people who live there and the environment and the content around the home, to hopefully come up with something that is truly unique and original and that has a timeless feel to it. Homes itself, definitely there was a design attention to the local neighborhood. There's a lot of similar homes in that neighborhood. It's a neighborhood in transition, and the homes that are established are very high end. It's a mix of different homes in the neighborhood, so we want to make sure that we fit in as much as we can, but obviously knowing that it's modern and original home, but be respectful. So that's why a lot of the roof lines came into play, to make sure we carry the same forms and function as a lot of the street. And a lot of material colors and the quality of materials on the outside, from the stairs to the garage, to try to at least replicate as much of the same rhythm and pattern on the street as we could, but also trying to be as unique and as original as we can as well. The home itself, I guess, traveling to the house, so we're always interested in trying to explore and experiment with volume and spaces and high ceilings, and back to the philosophy that rooms don't have to be large, they have to be spacious. And in that, you get to play with volume and heights and the idea of space. So you compress at certain areas and you expand at certain areas that you need, because not every space needs to be large. Some places you want to be contained, you want to be cocooned, and other places you want to celebrate. So we focus on that as a driving force, and the second part of those is consistent in all of our projects is the idea of light and windows, and to be viewed and to be seen. Especially when you're dealing with downtown properties and properties that are tight lots. It's a very conscious effort to pay attention to where windows are and where the sun is and where the good views are coming into the home and going out of the home. It's all great and dandy to put windows everywhere, but then only to cover them up because it's looking at someone else's bathroom or some other person's living room. So we're very conscious to make sure that wherever we try to maximize the amount of sunlight that enters the space and the amount of volume of the space, but then be sensitive to what you're doing. So you're always looking at something interesting outside or the sky, and that explains a lot of the kind of tall horizontal windows that are in this home that allows a lot of natural light to penetrate the space, but yet you're not looking across the street at somebody else. Ideally, the interesting thing with windows, if it's done properly, you don't necessarily need to have window coverings. It's a want or something you want to do for aesthetics. But we try to do it so the summer sun never penetrates the space to warm it up. And at the winter time it does to help heat it. So we're always thinking about sustainability and about views and about sun and about volume and how you play with the space. And the exact same box that everybody else is given, how do you play with it so that yours is something special that reacts to the site itself uniquely. One of our little signature things is bringing nature back inside. So this home, there's a few areas where there's some green that we brought from the outside in. And I find this, being a Canadian, it's a valuable thing, and something that's consistent in all our projects, because I think we, as Canadians, as everybody knows, our winters are long, and anytime we can reach back to nature and have greenery inside the home, and always helps make those winter months that much more pleasurable, as much as it can be anyways.
My name is Jennifer. I'm with Linebox Studio, and I'm an architect that worked on the project on Holmes. It was a really rewarding experience working so closely with the builder, fine-tuning the spaces and maximizing, the quality of the space as well as the quantity. We had to deal with the city for quite some time in order to maximize what we could build, but keep it within limits that were reasonable in the context of the neighborhood. In terms of my favorite space, I'd have to say it would be the dining area. I love that you can access it directly from the entrance for a formal occasion, but it's open to the family area and just up a few steps between the planter and the two-sided fireplace. It's just a really unique setting and lends itself well to both formal and casual experiences. So I'd say when someone is walking through the house, I would pay special attention to, just the detail and the way that we've tried to anticipate functions that facilitate day-to-day activities. Anything from the built-in desk and closets in the bedrooms to the entertainment area or the desk in the study overlooking the foyer. I would say just take note of the care and attention to detail in those items, and you'll really see the full value of what the house has to offer.
We're at the end of this thing looking back and celebrating. I assume what we're doing with this little interview is celebrating what we made, and we're very excited and proud to see what Ocean Breeze has built. And like I said before, we don't associate ourselves with people unless we believe in what they're doing. And this home is extremely unique and it's extremely special, and I think it's going to be something that whoever ends up living there will be in a space that hopefully will contribute to their lifestyle and contribute to their day-to-day living. Because I fundamentally believe that that architecture has the power to make day-to-day life that much more exciting and more fun.